Seen you in the 4 years since my wedding with the Walter, and that is the first thing you say to me.
Oh, was your flight from London okay? Is that better? Oh no, wait, I got it. You haven't aged a bit. Oh no, wait. You can still get it up, I heard, and you turned straight. Lucky me. Get over, dude. You're my best friend, and I've spoken to you every day. Mwah, mwah, for the past 27 years. The last 10 on Skype. Now I'm gonna go down to the butcher and rip his nuts off. Use that to put it in the deep dish pizza. Your favorite.
It is nice to see you too. Excuse it? Not this again. Read it. The overpaid editor has accepted my changes. The third poem should not have an I in it. I don't care if she got her master's from Columbia and her doctorate from Oxford. That is the problem. She confuses the proper English and the proper American. I studied at the Stanford. I know how to speak of the English. I mean, if Walter were alive, I know I am the publisher, the owner, whatever. I know I am also one of the leading writers. You take a great pleasure in reminding me of that in a redundant drone. Excuse her? I don't know the Polish word for penis. I have no penis. I mean, there is no penis in the poem being translated. Tell her to translate it literally, and send me a scanned copies of the verses to review. And I want a Ken Follett's novel distributed in Poland. David? Oh, hello.
Are you Mom's friend Jeremy? I remember you. I saw you when I was 9, but mostly have a vague recollection of two men holding hands.
You asked, and I said, we are the same as your mom and dad. You smiled and said, that is cool. Walter and I became bigger fans.
I think I let my G.I. Joes hold hands after that. I tried to get them to do more, but they didn't seem very motivated. Oh, this is Jack.
Hi.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about Walter. Wow, you supported Edie Winslow.
I was swept in her wind. You were supposed to move to Boston and teach at the Boston College until you got your PhD. Oh, do I get you to meet the wife? You were just married 7 months ago.
She left me.
She left you? Oh, with the baby?
She and this woman are traveling the world together to find their spiritual awareness. Frankly, she never liked doing the whole mother thing.
I am surprised your mother did not tell me.
I didn't remember you to be here. Come to think of it, she did tell me. Where is she? I wanted to tell her.
She's chewing the butcher's balls off. May I hold the baby?
Thanks. Frozen.
I held you when you were a baby.
Oh my God. I remember you were wearing your hair like Einstein.
No.
Dude, you're easy. You visited when I was 9. I just skipped 2 grades and formed an interest in physics. Walter gave me a book that broke down elements to a constant fractal.
I remember. You understood, or we did not.
She left me. She left me. My goal is to work a viable energy source with radiation, and... Hey, little dude.
You would go from an Einstein to Princeton without even flinching. What is up with that?
Reflex action, to avoid the geek label. I was a target easily. In high school, kids would wait down by the corner and even try to rob me because they somehow knew we had money. So when I punked my hair and strode by them arrogantly, it helped. Being at MIT at 16 had its advantages, of course. But I was still too young and I was ignored until I started playing an odd character. I experimented with personas as protection.
Do I remember? I was the artist. Always the artist who was friends with the girls. I did not skip a grades, but it was a hell. I became the flake who did everyone's homework to fit in. So, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I was supposed to teach tomorrow, but I told them I had a family emergency, and if I'm not back within the week to offer the position to someone else, there's a long list. I'm not going to leave them in a lurch.
They gave me new sausage with lots of attitude. Baby!
Hi, Mom.
Oh, baby. Oh no. What happened? Did she finally realize she was gay?
How did you know? I never mentioned that.
Mothers always know. Besides, she kept looking at my breast.
She never said.
Jeremy's here.
Really? Where? I hadn't noticed. Are you telling me you knew she was a lesbian?
I knew something was off center, and somehow that occurred to me.
Her breasts were very popular in college.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? All right, sit down. Tell me what really happened.
Well, we married because of the baby. You knew that. And though the sex was good and we were good friends, once we were married, there was a distance. She went out all the time, and I studied with Jack at my desk. I think he could formulate pi already. And she left me.
So the marriage wasn't good. If it were, she wouldn't have left you.
I think I should go to my room.
Yeah, it's that one over there. You can see the Golden Gate.
Was she always this blunt, Jeremy? It's more comfortable to ponder that it wasn't me.
You will heal fast.
What's this about a Polish penis?
What? Are you dating a Pole?
A translation of wins is being attempted for the Polish market. I imply the sexual organ. It was actually one of Walter's last ideas, and they had translated it too literally.
The marriage was bad. We clashed a lot while living together, and I realized we did not have much in common.
But you can always get a job at Berkeley. I mean, you have your master's, and you are amazingly close to your doctorate. And I
should go to my room. I ordered a bunch of baby stuff online. It should be here soon.
Well, the packages arrived already. I put them in your room. I didn't even know what they were. Figured you'd call.
It is a good formula, isn't it? And you don't even have to bother with breasts.
Oh, goodness. I never liked her, by the way.
You told me.
She was a confused girl without half his intellect, and she did stare at me in a sexual way.
You look great for 40 or whatever. I catch myself constantly thinking that some young man is interested. It is often not so.
Maybe, but I always thought I was seeing her tongue.
You look fantastical. Can you believe we are middle-aged?
You look pretty hot yourself. Remember when...
I think I should go to my room and unpack.
Okay, maybe I should go finish dinner.
Everything's fine. Goodbye, baby. Top. When the breaks the cradle rock. When fresh from the
Jeremy, it is so fantastic having you here.
You look great. I feel like I'm at home and I could say anything to you without inhibition. And dinner was motivating. And I like a David. Poor kid. He will heal. But it will take a time. I miss Walter.
Comforting you is easy. Oh,
I guess the touching isn't nice. The
oh.
loneliness is since Walter.
If I can wipe away your pain with a touch, I will. You had just moved to Rome, and Walter's business was growing, but you stayed here an entire month after Paul died. I will never forget the sacrifice.
David was a 9, but Walter came a lot though, literally sometimes.
I remember. I would have come when Walter died.
I did not want to make a fuss when he died. A pancreatic cancer. It was expected, and I immediately had to focus on the business which now was mine. And my novel was being translated from Italian to English. But it has been dreadful.
So let's get lighter, because you're making me horny.
You are sick!
I liked soaps as a kid.
I know, but how does talk of a death cause arousal?
Because men are real and their masks are down, as in soaps.
You make a good gin and tonic.
I wish.
Sex with Walter was a fantastical.
Oh, you're a cow. Don't burst my bubble.
You are my buddy because I couldn't say anything to you without an inhibition.
In some ways, aren't there similarities with us, like with you and Walter? In some ways.
I admit, you are like a partner. But the label, the lack of a sex, the label of our relationship is a different. I do realize that a strong connection can lead to it, but I am gay.
Come on, it is slightly hard.
All right, I feel, and you are like a partner, and I have never been so close to anyone. But I am gay. What would be the point of our having a sexual intercourse?
Because I haven't had sex in 7 years. Greg was the last one.
The pilot.
I'm too busy. My firm was expanding. I now have 7 junior architects.
Busier people have a sex.
I think it's because of you. I'm not satisfied with just hot sex. I dumped the pilot after a year because we did not know each other at all. You and I, we have a life together on the phone and in email, sometimes 30 a minute. We are inside out with each other. I want that as a man, not a big.
I'm not so bad within that department. All right. We can. If you want. I do feel, and I love you. But will you respect me in the morning? And what about David and the baby?
David's sweet.
And for those of my administration, as angry as I may be about activities undertaken without my knowledge, I am still accountable for those activities. As disappointed as I may be in some who serve me, I am still the one who must answer to the American people for this behavior. And as personally distasteful as I fund secret bank accounts and diverted funds, as the Navy would say,
Reagan is a crooker! He should be in peace. Don't they realize that?
Oh, maybe you're not gay.
I wear the earring and I dance
Oh,
backwards.
but I am a woman and you were a bear.
I am a 21. A toilet of paper makes me a horny. We were hot. and we decided to try it. It was a great that I have never been close to anyone before. I hopefully in time Walter and I have the
No,
same.
don't mention him.
But he isn't my boyfriend.
No, you and I.
You were the first woman I told that I was gay, and the first woman and you have been so supportive, and we have bonded like clay. But I'm not attracted to you in that way. It was great, but
Piss off!
Get me coffee. All right, I'll get it myself.
And secret, unofficial activity.
The victory for gay and lesbian couples who have fought so long for their basic civil rights. The victory for their children, whose families will now be recognized as equal to any.
Get me coffee.
It's 2 in the morning. I like the president. Too bad he has not enough support in Congress.
That's what you said. Get me coffee.
But we had a dinner the next night and everything was fine.
I met Paul the next day. You got 100 on a test. Both our loves have died of cancer. You're 49 now. How was it with a diminished sex drive?
So I am diminished.
Yes, dear. And your 6-pack abs, well, now they are 4.5.
Darling, you make a man feel real good.
It was great. It was.
It was nice.
Totally like being with my husband. Totally in love, in passion, beyond the confines of the room. I ain't joking. Nice.
It was fine.
Fine.
What do you want me to say? I moaned. I remember moaning.
Oh, I guess I want something. I just don't know quite what it is.
Validation that you are still beautiful. Trust me. You are, But even though it was fantastical, and in the time it can fill my needs, it lacked that invisible bomb that comes when you are truly attracted to someone.
Ugh. Somehow, I think you're wrong, but I don't quite know how to explain it. But you're gay. I get it. Oh God, this is not in any way erotic.
I climaxed quite. It is erotic.
I'm going to my room.
Jack is whack. Jack is dead.
Good morning.
Sorry, I fed him, I rocked him. He just refused to be left alone. I think he's become prematurely aware of the existential existence of a singular human being. That, or he's realized the underlying falsity in physics.
Excuse Einstein, maybe he's just teething.
Physics assumes that there is a logical, calculable, recourse answer to all equations as occurred and calculated in the Manhattan Project. And my thesis is based on the question that all particles exist with a hidden mathematical analysis, though there are some gaps that might suggest there might not be an underlying answer.
You mean a God, a love. And below is the understandable. Gay or straight, a black or white, a 2 plus a 2 equals 4. And then there's something that happens that you don't understand. My faith says God.
I don't believe in God. I'm a scientist. But there is an unknown factor.
Does this unknown factor have a power?
Yes, challenging accepted notions of physics, totally forcing you to change them.
Perhaps creating them and giving me a headache. What is this line of communication really about?
I guess I'm mourning the loss of my wife in a way.
She agrees.
And she is gone nevertheless.
You loved her.
I don't know. We became friends and then we became physical. It made sense. And the pain, the loneliness seemed less.
Well, you know something? Maybe you should go. You did so well. You were the valedictorian at the MIT. You got to your master's at 20, and you'll get your doctorate soon.
Well, if happiness is the ultimate goal, I don't know if I ever was. With Mom, of course.
Listen, it'll be okay. I promise.
I guess I don't know who the fuck I am.
I am surprised that you use that as a word.
Let me put Jack down. I think he'll go to sleep now.
It is a very early here. Good. Good. Listen, I like the interpretation of a Polish penis. The stanzas were excellent. I could not hear the rhythm. For that I must take her word. Okay, I approve.
Do you want to sleep?
Sleeping is overrated.
So are women.
Bitter.
Like a Polish penis.
Excuse her?
In my inability, my confusion, with working with the requirements of the review board to get my doctorate, I researched Polish literature. Often due to the Catholic nature of that country, I discovered that any form of oral sex is categorized with a sour taste.
Interesting. I am about to go into Poland.
Why did she do this to me? How can I raise a baby alone?
Maybe your mother was right. You were not meant to be together.
That does not help because it makes me a fool for not realizing it.
We are all a fool, kids. No decision that ever comes easy. Remember that. We guess. I guess. I mean, we never really know the outcome. It is, as you discussed, the unknown when you were talking about the physics.
My life seemed resolved. Marriage, child already, but I never looked at my heart. I stayed in my mind and I'll never do anything that could be considered impulsive or speculative.
So you are different. So what?
Part of me would love to be part of the herd.
Remember, the herd has a tendency of defecating on each other.
Better on all than just me. All that aside, I have no idea what comes next. I guess it was all my fault.
You can move in here. I am sure your mother would have helped.
She offered, but is that fair to her? And then the selfish me knows it would be difficult to work exactly the projects I want here in San Francisco. There are no laboratories here with the standards that I seek.
You need to compromise. It is your fate.
That's what scares me. It seems so unfair.
Fate is an unwanted wind. I never wanted to move back to Rome. I was so happy studying here in America. I wanted to stay. And to write American novels and in English are difficult. I always have found the attitudes in Rome are limiting. But Walter had a chance to run his family's international publishing company from Rome. And I loved him, so I followed.
But you're an accomplished writer.
And the Rome is so fine. It is blended in with the quickness of a communication. But I hate running East Side International Publishing. Since it became a Walter, and since I was his husband, it was became a mine. I wake up every morning, and I dread going into that brown, bleak office.
I see how much he loves him, how awesome. And here I am, complaining about...
As it should be. Loss is a loss. And guilt is a part of loss. You were with her. You produced a child, and then it did not work. It is a 50-50 draw always.
Thanks. dear God is not that different with a man.
You never had did that before?
No, I never thought about it. I never thought about women much for that matter.
I hope I did not encourage you in any way.
I needed to be touched, to be human, and I feel better than before.
Your mother thinks that a love and an intimacy override a sexual preference.
Let's not talk about my
got
mother.
it, got it.
Not to be rude, but intimacy doesn't really exist between us. I don't know you well.
I feel intimate with you. You have revealed your entire truth to me.
Hey, thanks. For at least 20 minutes, I didn't have to think about the bleakness of my future.
I am confused about the sex.
You knew what to do.
I mean, there is this woman with whom I am very close.
My mom.
Like your mom.
Don't tell her that. I think that she thinks she's the only woman in your life.
But we had a sex yesterday.
You had sex with my mom?
I said alike.
Look, I know you mean my mom, and if that's true, that's okay. Wow, you are quite busy for an old dude.
Thank you.
So finish.
Well, it happened twice. We have become so close when we were studying here in America. And it happened. And your mother wanted to more, and I did not. And then it happened again yesterday. I did feel very good, and like it was and I do love her. Perhaps like you, I needed to be touched.
Wow, way to go, dude. So maybe the answer for you is to let someone else banter about Polish penis and come and live with mom.
But I am a gay!
And I thought I was straight. But I don't think it makes a damn bit of difference. Maybe if I find a man that I love, I'll change my heart and become gay.
She is like a partner. And I love her so much. I am not even sure she would want that.
I don't know.
David, where are you? You did well. Jack is finally asleep. Jeremy, are you up? Oh, did I wake
Good
you?
morning!
Oh, did I wake you? I'm sorry. Good call. You still also throw all the blankets off the bed.
I have to get up on it anyway.
Oh, go back to sleep. You're on holiday. I gotta go to the office. I have to review all sketches before I meet with the client.
Are you happy running the business? Wasn't it more fun when you designed the houses?
I fit that in. I actually designed the prototype. Your situation is different. You went from writing to publishing. I think there's more business for you. My business manager was my guide to that.
Maybe I should get one of those. But Paul's number 2 is running the London office and he's still there.
I better get going. Whatever last night was, or was not, I am spinning. Thank you. Today, I am spinning. And very happy.
I can tell she meant it when she said she was happy. I better go check on the little guy. Whatever last night was or was not, today I'm spinning. I'm spinning and very happy.
Get out of here! David, I am very confused about my feelings for your mother. This was so hot and fantastical, but I do not think it should have happened again. It would have hurt your mother if she knew. Could we be buddies?
I concur. We got lost in a moment. Friends.
What? The lamb chops smell okay?
Mother, that smells delightful. What do you think, Jack? I think he prefers breast milk. I don't think hers work anymore. Right now, I'm going to the garage to get the carriage, and I'm going to take my son to the Golden Gate Park.
Don't be mad, but I spoke to Professor Davies at Berkeley. First of all, they would be willing to order the equipment that you need, and you can teach, and you would have the same amount of time for research like you would have in Boston.
I'm not mad. I'm not ready. I did end my association with BU. That's not the answer. I gotta go. Stop pushing me.
Enough! Enough! Just to do as I say or it will get to someone else.
So worried about him.
If I fire him, he'll get another job.
I mean David, you idiot!
Give him a time and a stop of thinking of yourself.
Excuse me?
It is clear you want him to move in here, so you're thinking about what he wants as opposed to what he needs.
What's he going to do? His work is very demanding. He needs help to raise a baby.
Perhaps, but it is his decision.
Well, BU is out. He resigned. I'm so relieved.
Stop it! Suppose he moves to New York and say, get your job. He would have to hire a full-time nanny. It is undoable.
Oh, it won't work.
Be easy on him is all I am saying. Maybe he'll decide to move in here. Don't push. He's applying tomorrow to MIT. If his thesis is approved and he gets his doctorate, maybe he'll make his decision. Don't rush him.
I'm flying to Los Angeles to meet with a potential client, and I'm not going to be back until the evening.
I will sit with Jack.
Are you sure?
We have become friends. He confides in me. He says to tell the grandma not to worry, that everything will be all right.
Good meat. Yours is okay too.
So, Jack, what do you think? Your partner is dead. And you're unhappy. And you are running his business badly. The quarterly returns were negative. What do you think of negative returns? Jacka would be, Walter would be seething. Excuse me? You can marry a man or a woman. Hopefully the world that we attempt to create has a true intimacy and not a forced. What did you say? I should turn the business over to someone who knows how to run it. Interesting, but the only one there is that Abu Baba. I know. Walter said that he can run the business from the London office, and he thought he was a company. Hello, Abu? I mean a Bob. I mean a Robert. Sorry. I am sitting here talking to my good friend Jack. And I had decided to turn it over the business to you like a Walter wanted. I will only intervene if the numbers do not go up. I thought that would make you happy. The accountant will call you with an offer. Ciao. So what do you think, Jack? And what about your grandmother? But I am gay!
Did Davy return? He usually texts me when he succeeds. Maybe his doctorate wasn't approved.
He is 23. He'll get it the next time.
He won't be happy raising a baby by himself.
Or maybe you'll realize he does not need you.
Oh, stop being so blunt. I'm too nervous to handle the truth.
I stepped down.
From Eastside? Good.
I faced the truth. Being here in America. Being here with you made me realize that something is between us, and I think I want to stay with you.
As what?
We can leave the doors open.
Okay.
It may not to work.
David might have to move in, but you'll become an instant grandfather.
Okay.
You know that poem about freedom? Unleashing one's wings to go where you want? 2 flights in 1 day is exhausting.
You didn't text.
I was thinking.
You text me when you're thinking.
I received my doctorate.
Way to
Wonderful.
go, kid!
Jeremy, tell him.
What?
I am going to move in here with your mother.
Really? Wow, you're opening yourself up to new possibilities.
Change of heart.
Mom, Jeremy, MIT has offered me an incredible opportunity. Not expected at all. They want to begin a project using my thesis to create energy streams using nuclear fusion with no possibility of implosion. It's going to be a 3-year project. They want to give me classes to teach.
Oh, gosh, this is wonderful. You're gonna have to hire a nanny.
I would be working 15-hour days. Can Jack stay here with you?
Of course.
I get 2-3-day vacations a month. We can work out weekend visits. How do you feel about this, Jeremy?
Fine.
Would you be comfortable with Jack being here all the time and me visiting? And after 3 years, if the project works, then maybe we can separate attic into. Mom, I have to explore another aspect of my personality. I think I may be gay.
Is it contagious? I mean, will I be craving breast?
Try it, you might like it.
This is wonderful. Are you sure
It'll be a great,
you seem overwhelmed.
I just became a grandfather.
Oh. I have filet mignon.
Did you smell it?